Half a year ago, I decided to sit down and do something I hadn't done before. I've looked at multiple people giving their all at a sealed-only type challenge, opening packs, building a deck, and relearning the game that I once loved with my friends. Today, that all comes to an end. Let's roll the intro one final time, shall we? So for those who watched last week's episode, you are well aware of the trials and tribulations of what happens when shit goes down. We had a disqualification, a single semi-final, and suddenly the entire table was shook to its core. However, today we're finishing off the Dragoon Cup with two final matches. A friendly bronze match between me and Zui because he deserves a proper bronze match as he doesn't have a bronze opponent anymore, and then the official final of the Dragoon Cup between Lamoa and Bark the Lamiao. As there are no stakes for the bronze match, we decided to just go ahead and do a best of three as we've done many times before to decide once and for all who the best deck builder among me and Zui really is. He's playing his 60-card pile of engines, I'm playing Daddy Dragoon Turbo. Here's how that went out. And what do you know? We actually come out on top. Even though we don't really win anything from doing this, it's always a good feeling knowing that if we would have been matched against him in the semifinals, there were a high chance we would have actually gone to finals. But, of course, we don't. This is a friendly game after all, so there is no statistics, there's no nothing here. We just wanted to give him an opponent that he deserves. Zui has ended up in 3rd place, and for his pricing, has received the Bronze Field Center, as well as 1 card of his choosing from the collection binder. Now, I've done a little bit of stretching on this one, because technically we never opened this card during the series, but he wanted a Sky Striker Ace Ray, which I happen to own off camera. So you know what? Screw it. Congratulations, Zui. The Ray will be arriving in your mailbox whenever the Postal Service decides to put it there. Now for the big moment, the official finale duel of the series, the make-do final between Lamoa playing Drytron and Bark the Lamiao playing Gran Maju. Both of these players have competed incredibly well so far, but only one can be deemed the winner. Let's find out who stands on top. And just like that, the Dragoon Cup, despite its difficulty, comes to a close. Congratulations to Lamoa running my least favorite deck to go up against throughout the entire series, Drytron. You fought valiantly, and you will be crowned the first ever Dragoon Cup champion. Hail to the king! Now, let's go over the pricings that our final two contestants decided to pick, because it might be nice for you guys to know. Bark the Lamiao has decided to take a Mago Blue Eyes, which is the golden bordered maximum gold version, as well as the Crystron Halki Fibrax that I opened off camera from leftover product from the series. He will, of course, also receive the silver game. I almost said game mat. It's not a game mat, it's a field center. Jesus Christ, my mind is everywhere. On to the gold. Lamoa has decided not only to take a Chamber Dragon Maid, being the most expensive card we opened throughout the series, but he also took the Relinquished Anima that we opened in the same episode, I believe, as we got our Verte Anaconda. Pretty interesting. Now, he will also receive the Mighty Dragoon himself, of course, as well as the Champions Field Center. Congratulations to everyone. And thank you to everyone who competed, not only for the final top 8, but also the bottom 8. I had a ton of fun running this event, and I think we really gave the series the ending it deserved, even if it can't be fully captured on camera. To end it off, let's just go with the consolation prize winner as well. Absadoodle decided to take a high rate draw that we opened in some episode somewhere, because I didn't even know I owned this card until he told me. I looked through the bulk, and what do you know, there it was. I don't know where it's from, but hey, you wanted it. It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough subscribers. Which you do. Now, with that in mind, the whole tournament comes to an end. All of the afterwork cleanup has been done, and the packages have already been sent to the recipients. But we have a few more things to cover before we officially end the series. I think it would be nice for you to know just how much this series costs to produce, and how much I'd be able to get back if I were to sell everything of the series. I did the math off screen. It's a bit fucking ridiculous. In total, for all of the sealed product, including things like sleeves, deck boxes, and anything extra that, would have been necessary if I were to play physically, I spent a grand total of 1,246 euros. For that, if you check the last episode, our deck's net value is about 500 bucks. That's not much when you think about it. So if you were to buy my deck list, please, for the love of God, do it with singles. Don't do this shit. Your wallet will burn. But if I were to sell everything, including the cards that I sent off as prizing, I would have made back 1,110 euros at estimate. Of course, this is up and down given the prices, but I've gone with the medium prices for just about everything. To be frank, that's not that bad. This also includes cards that I pulled off screen from product that wasn't open for the series. Because keep in mind, when I bought products such as Dual Overload, we only opened 2 boxes for the series, but I actually bought 4, and I included that in the total cost as well. The extra 2 is where we got the Halki Fibrax that Barkle the Meow took as prizing, as well as a few other cards that I sold off. So I've included everything from the cost, not only from what you've seen, but what the cost has actually been from behind the scenes. To be frank, going negative 100 bucks just about for all the experiences that I've gotten to have with the game and the community that we now have, I'll get back to that in a second, has been astounding. I can't even begin to imagine people who've done this type of series, but gone hundreds of dollars down the drain, basically. We've gotten extremely lucky. Like, we've pulled money cards out of almost every set that we've pulled. But please, for the love of God, keep in mind that this only happens rarely. This is not a common occurrence. Please buy the singles. Do what Simos taught you to do. Buy the freaking singles. On the other hand, now that you know the total worth of it, let's settle how we got here. Because when I started on the 1st of November 2020, I had nothing and no one knowing who I was. 6 months later, 30 episodes later, we just, as of this video recording at least, hit 1,500 subscribers. To someone like me, who simply does this as a fun thing, not really... I mean, I put effort into it, obviously, but it's not my job, right? I don't do this for a living. I put whatever hours I have available to me into what I make. To have 1,500 people from around the globe care enough to click that button and get a notification to see when I do things feels astounding. It's really weird to me that people would care enough for silly PNGs being thrown around the screen and a man being resembled by a wolf with fucking dank glasses on him, but I couldn't be happier. Each and every single one of you has helped me motivate myself to create what I've created. We've built a community not only on YouTube, but on Discord as well, with generally very nice people. I've had support from people I never thought possible over there, just for making content that I happen to like anyway. So from the deepest depths of my heart, as stupid as that sounds, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you for watching this video, the series, Time Warped, even saying hello to me on Discord. Every single interaction you've had with me has helped me immensely. And that's why it pains me to say that this is goodbye. Not goodbye from me, of course, I still exist, but goodbye from Shaddoll from scratch. We've established a massive deck. 69 wins as we end off the series. Could not be better. But it simply won't last anymore. The deck has been officially retired and put on my home shelf where it will sit until I either decide to pick it back up and play it at a locals or something, or get rid of it. To be frank, I don't know which one that will be, because out here there are not that many Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals, but Daddy Dragoon has a special place in my heart. He will most likely stay where he is. But as it stands, I'd like to thank you for watching this final episode of Shaddoll from Scratch. For now, and as always, remember to stay safe out there.